Good evening. I'm Peter Greenhalgh, sitting in for host extraordinaire A.T. Wiltz, who's away on vacation. I'm happy to be here tonight.
Where are we?
We are, thank you, at the Starlight Theater and Cafe, which is at 1 North Union Street. Very happy to be here.
Yes.
And I'm delighted to introduce two ladies who are going to talk a little bit about the Hospital Thrift Shop fashion show that's coming up. And the Hospital Thrift Shop has been a fixture on the island since 1929. So I'd like to introduce Kathy Ward, who is the president of the Hospital Thrift Shop Board, and Denise Korngold, who is the vice president of the Hospital Thrift Shop Board. Ladies, what's happening with the fashion show?
It's an event that we've talked about in the past, but it came to fruition last summer when we were helping one of the ladies on the island empty out some of her things to donate to the shop, and we were commenting on how nice the items were, and she said, well, we should probably have a fashion show and, exhibit. And so that sounds like a fun idea, make people aware of the thrift shop and what we do and the people who donate things. And so we talked about it in November, and since then it's sort of blossomed into this wonderful event. We had a very generous donor of their home to use as the event's place.
I understand it's already sold out.
And it is sold out,
and
yes.
That is Wednesday, July 13th?
Correct. And it will be really nice, and I hope people pay attention to some of the items. We will have them on the floor at the shop the next evening for sale. Any of the clothing that's worn in the show, some of the vignettes that Lulu Powers is going to put together and exhibit will be available also, and people should come down at 5:30 to 8 Thursday next week.
17 India Street.
Correct.
And so the models are wearing some of the clothes from the thrift shop, and then some of the clothes that are
They're choosing, some of the models are choosing what they want to donate, and they're going to model it.
Okay.
And other people came down to the shop and picked out items, that they wanted to wear. And we do have a wonderful vintage lily green, pink and green, good for Nantucket, sport jacket that's going to be modeled, and it really will be a fun event.
It'll be fun, and one of the things that Lulu is going to do is she's an entertainologist from LA, and she and her sister, they're 5 sisters, I believe she said,
Yes.
who grew up coming summers here. So she's going to entertain everybody while she's emceeing and show how to set a Nantucket table with items from the thrift shop. So it's going to be a really fun event, and this is our first year, but we hope to plan future ones that will, be just as popular moving forward. But the whole gist of the idea, I think, was to draw awareness of the thrift shop and what we do and how people can help make donations to the hospital just by making donations of things they're not using anymore and make them available for Nantucketers to purchase, really nice, slightly used items.
Well, I know that they have been doing this for many years, not the fashion show, but giving money, as I mentioned, since 1929. May I ask how much money they gave to the hospital last year?
We gave $177,000. Imagine how many 25-cent pair of socks that has to
I know,
represent.
that's fantastic.
But then, in addition to that, we've put away $250,000 toward our pledge of $500,000 for the new build.
That is fantastic.
So
What a
we're very
wonderful
proud of it.
Yes.
community gesture, and just something that everybody can partake in.
Yeah,
It takes a community to run that shop. We have 120 plus volunteers,
That
and
many. And what are the
it really-
hours?
We open in the morning at 10 till 12:30, and then we have a shift change, and it's from 1 to 3:30, and that would be Monday through Friday. Saturday we're open 10 to 12:30, and then tonight, Tuesday night and Thursday night, we're open from 5:30 to 8. So we try to make it available for everyone. And
Well, I have to tell you a funny aside. Last year I went, I hadn't been in many years, but Mary Casey, who's the manager now, right? Everyone was saying, you have to go, she's done such a good job. So I walked in on my lunch break, And a woman that I know from Sconset was there, and she said, "Is this where you get all your snappy clothes?" I said, "No, I haven't been here in years, but Murray's had just delivered a bunch of stuff, and I got a lot of new
Right.
things."
Well, Murray's did it again this year.
Right,
So,
right.
and a
We've
lot
had
of
some very generous community help.
So a lot of the merchants also give
Yeah.
things at the end of the year
Yes.
when they haven't sold them to the thrift shop. So
Yes.
it's not just
Yeah.
old things that have been previously worn. It may be things that are brand new that just have never sold.
That's right.
So it
and
truly is.
furniture and housewares, and it's really at the beginning of the season it's fun to see the people that are setting up their summer homes, and they come down and say, we need mixing bowls, we need a cutting board, and they'll find the things they need, and that's nothing goes wasted in Nantucket.
No, and that's such a great cause.
Yeah.
So again, it is sold out, but it's on Wednesday, July 13th.
That's right.
Proceeds go to the
To-
hospital.
They'll go to the hospital. The items, the actual event's paying for itself, but the items that will be donated and therefore sold, all those proceeds will go to the hospital in our gift at the end of the season. So we're hoping to create new donors, therefore create better sales, as we move forward. So there are a lot of, I guess, objectives of this fashion show.
And it's to have fun and realize that we really do. We're part of the community, and we really have a vested interest in making sure people are comfortable with what we do and understand that we're here specifically to help the hospital, but in general, everybody gets helped. The community has a place to donate things, and people can shop there. It's wonderful.
Well, Denise, Kathy, thank you so much for being here. I hope it's a huge success. I hope there aren't too many cat calls, but I hope the catwalk is a great success.
It's
Thank
going
you
to be
so
a lot of
much.
fun.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure.
Okay.